So this is precisely why I bought my DJI Care Refresh when I ordered the drone. Oh well. Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Ben and I'm a photographer and videographer based in North Wales. Exciting day today. I got a drone. As you all know, the happening has happened this year. It's been a pretty tricky time for many people, especially freelancers and creatives, photographers like myself. Luckily, I've not exactly been bored. I've been smashing out videos every single week. For a lot of it, I was doing 2 a week. But in terms of actual paid work, we've not really had much to do. Because I'm a new business, I only set up my business in the very start of 2018. I didn't qualify for any government support schemes or anything, but luckily here in the UK there's such a thing as the Prince's Trust, and they were offering business diversification grants, which means that you can apply for a grant for funding to try and find a new direction for your company to try and increase revenue. So as part of my wedding video work, as well as photo I suppose, and as well as other possible freelance work, I decided to go ahead and apply for grant funding for a drone, as well as my GVC A2 qualification accreditation for drone piloting. That means that I'll be able to legally fly a drone commercially. I was half thinking at one point of picking up the Mavic Mini just because it was that 1 gram under the registration threshold. But I thought, you know what, this is a good opportunity. I went with the Mavic 2 Air. So I've already unboxed this, but this is just going to be a quick video, sort of initial setup as well. If you're completely new to drones, I have flown drones before, so I sort of know what's what, but let's just take it right from the start. Okay, so drone batteries have finished charging, or at least one of them has, which means we can get ready for the next step, which is initializing the drone. So the drone battery, very simply, look for the contacts, they're on the bottom there, and on the bottom of the battery, match them up, and it just clicks into place. And then our controller over here has also finished charging. It doesn't take anywhere near as long as 3 drone batteries. So what I'm going to need is my phone. I've already downloaded the DJI Fly app, so I'm going to open that up. It opens initially in landscape mode anyway. To attach your phone to the controller, this bit just pulls up and out. The cable inside, I've already changed it. One end of the cable has a bit of a logo on it. That bit stays in the controller. The other end is just sitting there, so you can pull it out. So it's just sitting out like that. Stick your phone in. I have to say this feels a bit more secure than the first Mavic Air as well. And then we'll plug it in. In my case, I'm using the Google Pixel 2, so it is a USB Type-C. So I've already swapped out the cable for the USB Type-C cable. Plug it in. So it should look something like that. Okay, so the controller, at the moment it's switched off. This is your power button here. We just need to double tap it and hold it on the second one. So it's like this. And a little beep tells you it's on. In theory, it should pop up with something on the phone. There we go. DJI Fly. Allow DJI Fly to access Mavic series. We're going to allow that. Open DJI Fly to handle Mavic series. Okay. Obviously this is on Android, but for iPhone it'll be very similar, I'm sure. Now the drone. First off, I'm going to remove the gimbal guard on the front. So you can see the gimbal is moving quite freely there. Power button is on top of the battery itself. So we'll do the same again. Double tap and hold it on the second one. There we go, you can hear it. There she is. So I've just set that aside on the table for now. We're not going to be flying it indoors here. We're just going through the initialization. So automatically it pops up with terms of use, all that stuff. Obviously I'd advise that you read it all, but I'm going to do the usual thing of just hitting agree for the sake of the video. Confirm binding account. So before I even switched on the drone, I've logged in with a new account to the DJI app, and I'm going to link the drone to my account. So let's activate. It now says binding. Drone's just restarted, and right there it says aircraft activated. Done. So of course we've got a firmware update, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Here where I live, I don't even have Wi-Fi. Everything's done through 4G, so it doesn't matter to me whether I've got Wi-Fi switched on or not on the phone. It'll just do it through data. But for most of you, I would suggest connecting to Wi-Fi. So we're just following through the steps. This update is 178 megabytes, so it's not too bad. Click update, and that's just going to start running through the update. I spend most of my life waiting for updates. We're getting there. This is why you can't expect to just buy a drone and then go straight out with it. You've got to give it time to charge, time to update. Okay, I think we're updated. Phone's just vibrated, asking for access to Mavic series again, and open DJI Fly to handle Mavic series. Okay, drone itself is still whirring away. Let's exit that, and I believe we are ready to go. So at this stage you might be wondering where the thumbsticks are for these guys. They're just hidden away on the bottom of the controller. Just pull them out, oops, and screw them in. The original Mavic had that as well. It's a very nice little design quirk. So obviously I'm not going to actually fly it in here. I'm just going to click on to go fly, and that should give us a few little quick tips. And the first thing that it says is take off in an open, uncrowded area. Turn up the phone volume to hear voice prompts, and ensure the battery level of the aircraft and remote are at least 40%. We're going to click on start pre-flight check, and we've basically already done all that. Then I'll just run you through a few little tips where everything is in the menus and whatnot. Shooting modes, and there we go. You can see now that we're in the camera view. I might be able to wave my hand in front. There we go. So it's connected, it's set up, and it's pretty much ready to go. So the first thing that I'm going to do, you can see at the top there, the red bit. At the moment it's telling me that it's unable to take off because there's no GPS signal. Obviously I'm indoors, but all I'm going to do is scroll down a little bit and format my memory card. So I've just put a 64 gig memory card in there. I'm going to format that because that's one I had previously been using in the Osmo Action, which I've barely been using recently. I need to get more use out of it. But there we go, that is formatted, ready to go. That's also where you can set your return to home, max altitude and all that. We'll have a quick little look in our capture settings as well, which is above the capture button, that little square there. That's where we can change all of our capture information. So for example, let's go into video. We'll go with 4K 25 just to match this video, and let's see if this starts recording. There we go. So that should now be recording my face in 4K 25. How does it look? So let's just see very quickly if it starts up. I'm not going to fly it, just see if it starts spinning. So we'll just hold each thumbstick down and inwards for a second or two. Yeah, I can feel the draft from here. Awesome. So it's dinner time now, so I'm going to get some dinner and then we'll take it for a bit of a fly later on. How you doing, folks? So it's about a week later. I've had the drone for about a week and I finally got out in some what looks to be spectacular light to have a fly. It's a bit breezy, but it's not anything I haven't flown in before, so yeah, let's give it a go. I've got far too much ND on the go. I mean, I'm never going to capture all the dynamic range from dazzling sun coming through the clouds there to the dark shadows of the trees, but that is too much. I have to say, I do love that you now get a little set of ND filters in the Fly More combo now, rather than having to buy them separately, whether from DJI or Polar Pro, whoever else. It's very nice that they include it. And there's a rainbow. Oh, what? So I've gone down from ND64 to ND16. So hopefully that shouldn't be too bad. Might actually see something this time. Away we go. Oh, I should have recorded that. Right, you ready for this? Recording. Up we go. I think honestly that's still too much ND. I'm at double my frame rate and ISO 400. We'll try 800. Right. Let's get dazzled. Alright, let's have a go at a bit of a flyby. I'm just boosting the ISO, I'm not bringing it down to switch filters again. So, I messed that one up big time. Right, let's try again. Ah, the rainbow's disappeared. Ah well. Oh boy. That didn't go well. Damage assessment. So most of the drone is actually pretty much fine. None of the propellers are actually split or anything. It's literally just the camera, which is actually here in my hand, along with the gimbal, which is in pieces here. The filter is gone as well, disappeared. No idea where that went. But yeah, that is destroyed. By the way, this looks like blood, but on its way down it went through a ash tree, so that's just off the berries. What I think happened is I was doing a flyby towards the obelisk, I'll call it, and as it was coming in, I'm pretty sure I felt a gust of wind coming from behind the drone and therefore picking it up, speeding it up. So I was right in front of the obelisk way quicker than I expected. So yeah, lesson learned. So this is precisely why I bought my DJI Care refresh when I ordered the drone, because I knew that at some point something's going to happen. I mean, it's inevitable, really. Why do you think that they actually have the Care refresh program? So many people just destroy drones on such a regular basis that it's still a very profitable system for them, I'm sure. So yeah, I'm going to be looking into sending this off to DJI. I'll let you know how it goes. It was quite a spectacular crash, I have to say. I wish that I'd got it on camera. Speaking of which, probably the most disheartening part of the crash is I couldn't recover the file. I have no footage of it. It was just out of shot on the Sony camera. I had no proxy sent to the phone, and the file was corrupted on the drone itself. So I have got the file, so if anyone knows how I can try and recover it, do let me know. I would love to actually see it. Honestly, I was so mad at myself for being so stupid, but I could not stop laughing at the same time while I was just wandering around looking for debris. Overall, I have to say it is a fantastic bit of kit. Compared to the original Mavic Air, it's come on leaps and bounds. I was actually quite interested in using the auxiliary light. It's not a very well mentioned point, but it actually has an auxiliary light on the bottom by there, which is just a very bright LED. That would actually be ideal here at this house because the roof is in sort of 2 rows of A-frame and a load of leaves and stuff just collects in between the two, so that would be really handy to check that out. For 950 quid, it's a bargain. You get a load of stuff for your money. I would very much suggest splashing out the extra 50 quid to get the Care refresh as well. I'm going to go through the process and let you know in the future how well it goes. But yeah, for the sake of, I think it's £60 the first replacement, compared to £700-800 for a new drone. That's a good deal. So I'll let you go. Thank you very much for watching. Do expect to see more drone footage in the future. I don't know how long it'll take. If you'd like to see more videos on the Air 2, possibly some more crashes, then do please consider hitting subscribe down in the corner there. As of time of recording, I'm on 988 subscribers, so I'm really looking forward to hitting that 1000 mark. I think once I hit 1000, I will be doing a little bit of a giveaway. I'm not going to say what, but just bear that in mind. So yeah, keep an eye out on the channel. Let me know if you got any thoughts in the comments down below, and give it a like if you liked it as well. And then until the next one, be good, stay safe, fly safe, and I'll see you in the next video.